Hello and welcome back to Simple or Difficult. In this tutorial, we're going to be talking about Dutch Gable Roof. We're going to do it in two parts. We're going to do a very simple Dutch Gable Roof using this very simple roof. And then we're going to do another one, a more complex one, using this more complex roof, as you can see. So for this one, we are going to add a Dutch Gable at the front and at the back. Whereas on this one, we are going to be adding it in three places. This, and this. Okay, so to create a Dutch Gable Roof, the steps are pretty simple. The first thing you need to do is you need to ensure that you are in a place where you are seeing the roof completely. Okay, so we can do this thing in the 3D view like so. Okay, so you select this roof and you copy it. All right. Now the trick is we are going to create this roof in parts, okay, so we can be able to incorporate our Dutch Gable Roof. Let's make this 1.6. Delete. Okay, now we're going to get rid of these other lines. All we need is this part of the roof. We're creating the roofs by part now, and ensure that these other ones, they don't have any slope. This line, they are not defining any slope. Okay, so you hit OK. Let's see what we have done. We have created this front part, the front part of this roof. All right, so let's create the other parts. Okay, like we did before, you copy it. Okay, all right, let's edit this one like so. Delete this. Now we're going to select these ones and we're going to mirror it. We're going to draw the line. We're going to use this. We're going to use this particular one, mirror draw axis. And then let's select the trim extend to corner and then trim out the parts we don't need. Okay, let's delete these parts. Okay, like we did before, we're going to uncheck the define slopes for this side. All right, now we are pretty much done with this. Okay, what we have here is what we have here, and what we have here is what we're going to have behind here. So what we are going to do is we're going to select this part of the roof and we're going to mirror it over to the other side. Okay, and to do that, you select it and then click on this tool here. This is a mirror. You have two mirrors. This is the draw axis mirror. This is the pick axis mirror. So you click on the pick axis mirror. You can choose to draw. You can still do that. Now let's draw. Okay, so now we have created the Dutch Gable Roof. If we orbit around, you are going to see it. Okay, that's the Dutch Gable Roof. So what we need to do now is get rid of this one and take this and put it on top of here. So to do that is pretty much easy. All we need to do is go to the side view here and then take our reference plane. Select this one and delete it. Select this entire one. Let's hold down shift and deselect that view over there, and then move this to this place. Okay, so now when you go over to the 3D view, you have your Dutch Gable Roof over your roof. Now we need to cover these openings here, and to do that I prefer to use walls to do it. It is parametric, it gives us the information, and also it is very easy to do. So to do that, here is the wall. On the type selector, let's select the wall we want. Usually I like to use 20 mm wall to do this, but in a situation where you don't have it, let's go ahead and create it. Okay, so you duplicate, always duplicate. Let's call this Dutch Gable cover. All right, so edit. So we're just going to come here and we're going to make it 20 mm. All right, so we'll say OK. Now we have the wall we want to use. The next thing we need to do is actually put it here. So we are going to select our level. Make sure that your level is set to the roof level where you want the wall to actually be in. Okay, we can always edit this thing later with the section line, but it's always good to start up on the right foot. All right, so in the location line, set it to face interior or face exterior. It doesn't really matter. We're going to flip it with that later. We're going to flip it with that later, okay? And then we're going to be using peak line. All right, so now we have done that. Let's come over here and do the one for this one too. Now we need to go to the site plan so we can flip this inwards, the covering that we just created inwards. Now select this one, touch top or base. Do it for this other part too. Okay, select this one, touch top or base, touch top or base. All right, now we have a covering for our gable. So if you want to make a design to this one like we normally do, okay, all you need to do is select it, double click on it, just close it, and make your design. Okay, you can turn on the thin lines to make it effective. I'm just going to do this roughly, but if you want to do something like that, you can take your time and do it. So we'll have a design over here. Okay, you can also do that for this part too. You can see the one we created on the other side. Let's just trace it just like so. Okay, now we have it. We have our Dutch gable cover. All right, yeah. So the reason why I prefer this is when you come over here, you are seeing the length, you are seeing the area, you are seeing the volume of your gable covering. Okay, if we had used a model in place or something like that, we wouldn't have been able to get informations like this dimension now that as we're seeing in the properties palette. All right, now we are done with this. Let's go over to the more complex one, like I said. Okay, so we're done with the basics now. We're done with creating this very simple roof. The reason why we did this is for us to have the basics. Like I said before, is for us to have the basics of how to create a Dutch roof in Revit. And then with the knowledge you have gained from these basics now, we're going to now transfer it to a more complex roof, which is this. All right, always save whenever Revit asks you to. All right, now, so the same principle that we applied there is what we're going to apply now. But now we need to be very conscious of what we are doing, because this roof is not a simple roof that we can just recreate from the tip of our head. So we need to be able to create it where we can be able to draw some guidelines. Okay, this is the site plan. You can always go to the site plan of your field, just anywhere you can have the full view of your building. Okay, so I'm going to select this because we ran into it the other time. I'm going to select it and move it out of the way. Okay, you can select it and hide in view. Okay, hide element or categories, whatever you want to do. So now let's begin. We select this one like we did before. We copy it to the side. All right, okay, so like we did before, we are going to be creating it in parts. Double click it to enter the edit mode, usually 45 degrees. Okay, ensure that the line is inclined at 45 degrees. Okay, you can always select it and find out. So we're going to get rid of all these other parts. We don't need it. We're going to create the roofs part by part. All right, uncheck the define slope, and then let's add our first Dutch gable. Let's make this one 8. I want this one to be very pronounced. Okay, and then hit OK. We have created the first part. So we're going to select it again, and we're going to copy it and then place it there. So the next one we're going to create is this one. So let's go ahead and start creating it already. Okay. All right. Let's know the dimension of what we're doing, please. So let's make this one 1.6. You can make it whatever you want to make it, depending on what you are doing. Okay. So select these ones and uncheck the slopes. Select these ones and delete them. Okay. All right. So select again and then make a copy. Now we will need to create this one, but we don't just start editing it because now we don't know the path the roof is going to take. Okay. So now before we start editing this one, we need to draw like a guideline for ourselves. So we'll know the path where the roof followed, so we can be able to recreate it in that part. All right. How do we do that? How do we draw a guideline? With the use of detail lines, which is why I asked you to ensure that you're on the site plan. All right. So to draw a detail line, come over to the annotate tab and then we select detail line. Okay. Set it on hidden or whatever you want. I like to put it on hidden. It gives me the vibe of, creating a guidelines. All right. So now I've created a guideline for that roof part. So if I should edit it again, you can see this is the path the roof is going to follow. All right. So use the pick tool and then pick it. All right. Pick this part too. Now, using the trim extend to corner, let's start trimming off the parts. Okay. Uncheck the define slope and then hit OK. Now, if we go over to the 3D view, you'll see what we are creating. Okay, you can see that our Dutch Gable Roof is beginning to take form. Now let's go back to the site and continue what we're doing. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to copy this part too and then put it over here. Now I want to create this part. All right. So like we did before, let's trace out these things. Okay, select this, create similar, pick line. Okay, now we know the path where the roof is going to take. Now we edit it using the pick line tool. Okay, all right. So the trim extend to corner. Okay, so we're going to select these ones and we're going to delete them. What we're doing is we're creating the roof part by, yeah, we got it. So the next one we're going to create is, we're going to create this one here. All right. So let's pick it up. Find a detail line and duplicate it. Not duplicate, and create similar, rather. That's the right word to use there. All right. So trim extend to corner. Because we are using this thing more often, I suggest you use a shortcut. The shortcut is TR. When you press TR on your keyboard, it starts this command. It starts the trim extend to corner command. So let's delete this one too. So we need to get rid of these slopes on this other side. And that is what we have done. So now the next one we're going to create is, we're going to create this one so that we can use it as the guideline to draw these two that will be joining to it. Okay, so let's copy our roof. See the one copying it and and as well making sure that it is falling into the exact position it's supposed to fall into. All right, so we select this one. This is pretty simple. We know this is going to take 45 degrees. Okay, and this one too, 45 degrees, and then trim extend to corner TR. And now we're going to draw another line here. We're going to make this one exaggerated. We're going to make it 2.5. That's what I mean by exaggerated. I'm going to make it very big. Okay, and then we trim it. Okay, like like we always do, delete these ones, and then yep, let's go ahead and okay, let's go ahead and draw our reference line so we can be able to track how we are going to draw it. Okay, so you can see it there. Select this one, select that one, select this one, select this one, and then trim extend to corner. Okay, delete this one, forgot that one right there. Okay, so the last part, this part. So the other parts of the roof has actually created the pathway, so we don't need to draw a reference now. All we need to do is copy this one, put it in that same place, edit it, and just follow the path that has already been laid out for us by the other roof. Okay. Okay, select all of them and check define slope. Now we are done creating this roof. You can see our Dutch Gable Roof all over. Okay, so the next thing I want us to do is select this thing, and then with the help of the filter button, the filter tool, we are going to select all the guidelines that we drew and we're going to delete them. Okay, now we have our roof. So like we did before, we need to draw a reference plane so we can be able to realign our roof where it was before. So you select this one, you draw it out, select this other one, okay, and then select this roof and delete it. Now you select this one, copy it, and then put it in place. Now we have our Dutch Gable Roof on our roof. Okay, and then we're going to cover this just like we covered it in the first instance. Alright, so that is it for this tutorial. With this knowledge of this complex, you now know how you can transfer this knowledge of what you've learned today to create more complex, even the ones that are more complex than this one. Okay, all you need to do is create the roof the way you want it to be, and then copy it aside, and then you create the roof in different parts. While doing so, you add a Dutch, just like we just added it now. Okay, and then later you cover it up using walls. So that is it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a lot. If you did, please give us a like. If you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing. Not only that, ring the bell so you don't miss any of our future tutorials. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one.